Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and today I'm taking a look at what might be, in my opinion, the simplest Star Wars collectible ever. Like I said, in my opinion, you guys might not agree with it, but these are Star Wars Carbonites. These are made by a young gentleman named Vincent, and I saw him post about Carbonites, Star Wars Carbonites, which are just replicas, pretty much what the box says at the back here, carbon copies of your favorite Star Wars characters. And I saw them on Instagram. I reached out to Vincent to see if I could purchase some from him. He's currently not shipping to Canada at the moment. He's just shipping in the US right now. But I know he wants to start shipping to Canada and worldwide. So if you're in Canada or elsewhere in the world, you'll have to be patient. But I've picked up a few cases off of him to take a look at because, like I said, when I saw these, I was like, these are just so simple. They're like I said, what in my opinion, the simplest Star Wars collectible, and they're really really affordable as well. So I got 3 cases from him. So I got, first of all, I got the this is, what is this one? One Last Lesson. So this is from Clone Wars Season 7. And each case comes with 6 characters, which is cool. So this is, as I mentioned, Clone Wars Season 7. The next one I got is this one, which is the Chosen One Prophecy. Again, 6 characters there. And I'll get into each case in a moment. Also from the Clone Wars. And then I had to get a Star Wars Rebels set. So that one is the Phantom Cruise Season 3. And again, 6 characters. So all of these cases, all of these Carbonites sets have 6 characters that have to do something with, they're all connected somehow. And like I said, so the Phantom Crew, so all 6 characters of the Phantom Crew. But let's take a look at the packaging of each one of these before we open them up. So starting again with the first set there. So One Last Lesson. You have Vincent's signature at the bottom of the packaging there, and very simple packaging as well. Like, all just very, not cheap, but sustainable, handmade packaging, all made by Vincent. And the characters, the Carbonites are all made by Vincent as well and designed by Vincent. So that's the front of the packaging there. Here's the side. So you got a view of all 6 of the Carbonites that you get, and it says One Last Lesson there. There's the back of the packaging. And you can see there, it does say that these are, what does it say? It says fresh out of the carbon freezing chamber. Each case of Carbonites contains a mural packaging, which I can show you in a moment. It includes 6 figurines, mint in box, which is a nice little play of play on words for inbox collectors, mint in box, right? But there's an image of an actual mint there that is in the box. Charity donation. So I think Skywalker Ranch was the charity I decided to donate to. So it also has, what else? Loyalty rewards, which is very cool. Sustainable. All these things are sustainable, quality tested. They're durable materials, handmade, like I mentioned, and free shipping. Again, only in the United States right now. But as I mentioned, Vincent is hopefully going to be shipping to Canada and worldwide eventually. He did express interest in that. So that's the back of the packaging, and then the sides just says Carbonites and Carbonites there. And like I said, it does have the, what did it say? It said the mural packaging. So let me get the other Clone Wars one so you guys can see. So put these in order. So if you were to keep these in package, you would just place them on the shelf side by side, and obviously you would have series 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. And the way that Vincent is releasing these, I think there's he's releasing them out of order, so you have to go back and collect the ones you're missing. So I got 2 and 5. I think that he had a couple other sets in this series as well. But they all line up, so they can line up on your shelf if you want to keep them in the package, in the box. I don't know why you would want to. I'm an out-of-box collector, so I'm going to open them up. But say you had a third one. They all line up, and they all have their different color schemes. So like the 3 tones of yellow for the Clone Wars, the orange, brown and kind of beige color for the Star Wars Rebels ones. So let's start with, I'm going to start with the first set, or the lowest number. Let's start with number 2 there. So the last lesson set. So let's open that up. So nice little phrase on the packaging there. Pull up to secure the bounty. Carbonite encased. So very cool. So you open that up. They send you a certificate of supporter status. So I'm at Carbonite tier. So this certifies your supporter status with Carbonites. At the Carbonite tier, this certificate hereby celebrates your first case of Carbonites and honors your support by including a commemorative Carbonite. Additionally, your username is eligible to be added to our supporter tab on Carbonite's website. Date achieved February 20th, 2025, which was when I purchased these. And then signed by Vincent. Next tier is bronze. Purchase your 5th case of Carbonites, and that's when you get to the bronze tier. So I got a couple more cases to go before I get to the bronze tier with them. And then it says, we are indebted to your faith in us and our product. Many thanks to you and cheers to your achievement. So that's very cool. So we get that every new tier we get up to. So when I get to the last tier, the next tier after buying a couple more cases. So that's what they look like in the box. So like I said, mint in box, which is kind of like a play on words again for out or in box collectors, because you want to keep the mint in box. But again, like, look how cool these things look. Like, why would you want to keep these things in box? So I'm gonna pull mine out, of course. Let's start with the mint in box. Here we got a little actual mint in box. So it says unfreeze from Carbonite no later than the expiration date, July 2025. And it literally is just a little mint in box. So I'll save that one for later. And then, like the case said, you do get this, including a commemorative Carbonite. So it's Han Solo in Carbonite, and I think that's awesome. Like I said, the simplest Star Wars collectibles are just like these. I don't know how tall these are. I'll measure them in a moment. I'll measure this one in a moment, but it's just like this cute, just no angles, no sculpt work. All the things that differentiate these characters are in the print details on this thing. And basically what these are, they're little wooden blocks with some print details on it. And Vincent prints these and designs these all himself and makes these to size all himself. So I think that's really, really incredible. So, you got the top of the block of Carbonite, the two sides, the front, and then at the bottom, we thank you and commemorate your first purchase of Carbonites. So that's the first one. I'm kind of curious how tall these are, because I can't remember how tall these are. So these are about 1 inch by, so they're 1 inch by 2 inches, which is what I thought they were. So they're little 1 inch by 2 inch blocks. So they're small. They're not going to take up space at all on my shelves, which is nice because, again, slowly running out of space with some of the larger collectibles, but how cool is that? So they're all the same size blocks, and let's jump into the next, like the first set. So I'm going to go in order. Get rid of the box here. So the first one, Bo-Katan Kryze. And look at how simple it is. It's just like I said, a 1 inch by 2 inch block with just the details. The print details is what makes these characters different. So very similar to other stuff that I collect. So Mighty Mugs, the Star Wars Vinylmations, but very similar also to the Star Wars Mighty Beans, if you guys remember those, the little kind of bean-shaped collectibles that were painted like Star Wars characters. These are very similar to those, except they're a little bit bigger, so you can see the details a little bit better. They stack, which is nice, which I'm excited to display as like stacked on my shelf. So there's Bo-Katan. There's the top. You got a little the viewfinder at the top there. There's the one side. There's the other side. You got the Night Owl emblem on her armor there. the back with the jetpack, so that like the print details wrap around the character. And then at the bottom, what they're calling her, the character that they're calling her, is the Blue Watch Knight Soldier, female. So that's the first one. Let's set that one aside. So the next one, I believe, is, let me see what it says. Okay, so the character name is Blue Watch Knight Soldier, male. So I believe this is going to be, what's his name now? Axe Wolves, I believe. And I can see it. So there's a Mandalorian helmet at the front. You got the Night Owl logo on his armor there. There's a side. There's a back with the jetpack. There's the other side with, again, the Night Owl emblem on his armor. And the top there. So that's who did I say that was? That was Axe Wolves. Next we got Ahsoka Tano. That's very clearly Ahsoka Tano. And one of the reasons why I picked up the set was Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars Season 7. So that looks absolutely beautiful. The print details on that. So there's the top, front, side. And like I said, I like how it wraps around. Like it wraps around. It looks so seamless too, which is very cool. So that's a very nice job. There's the back. There's the other side. And then for the character name, they went the orange and blue samurai dual blades, which keeps them from getting a big copyright slap on the hands, you know. So this one is my favorite. This is why I wanted this set, the Darth Maul. Look how cool that is. So there's the front, the top, and like I said, it looks so seamless. Looks so seamless. There's the side, the back, the other side, and then the character name they went with is the Horned Red Demon double red blade. So very cool names for these as well. Then we have, which I believe is, what's his name? Gar Saxon. So there's Gar Saxon there. And again, very cool looking. Like I said, I love how these are just so simple, and the only thing making these characters different is the print detail. So here's the top of his helmet. There's the front, the side, the back, and the other side. And then they are calling this one the Demon Knight General. So yeah, Gar Saxon. And then this one, I believe, is just a regular, what is it, the Mandalorian? Demon Knight Soldier female is what they're calling that one at the bottom. So there's the front, the top, the side, the back, and the other side. So very cool. So again, you got all 6 of those, right? And they all sit next to each other. You can stack them, which is awesome. So these are going to look really, really awesome on my display. They stack very nicely. So, like, look how cool those look. Okay, so I'm going to set those ones aside, and we'll open the next set. So I'm going to open up the next Clone Wars set. So the Chosen One Prophecy. And this one has a little note from Carbonites from Vincent. You got your characters and the mint in box. So you got the mint, the actual mint in box. Save that for later. And then the ones you have in here, let's take a look at these. We'll take a look at them in order. So the first one being Ahsoka, and this is early Clone Wars Ahsoka. So again, looks very cool. And like I said, I love how the only difference is the print details, right? So that's just incredible. So that's the front, the top, and like very seamless going from the front to the top to the side. Like it's all seamless. So it's great. So there's the side, there's the back, the other side, and then they are calling this one the Orange and Blue Samurai TCW for the Clone Wars Season 3. So that's cool. So there's that one. The next one, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that looks fantastic as well. And like I said, very simple, right? Very simple, very nicely detailed. So there's the front, there's the side, the back, the other side, and the bottom, which they are calling him the High Ground Samurai. Again, TCW Season 3. Next you have Anakin Skywalker. Top, there's the sides, the back, the other side, and the bottom, and they are calling this one the chosen one samurai. Next we have the the daughter, from the Mortis Gods episode. So that looks just incredible. Side, back, side, and they're calling this one the sister, but it's the daughter from the Clone Wars. The next one, the father. So there's a top, the front, the side, the back, the other side, and the bottom, and they're just calling this one the elder. Makes sense. And then this one's a really good one too. I like this one. This one might be one of my favorites, the brother. So I'm assuming they're going to call this one the son. So that's the front. There's the top, the side, the back, the other side, and yeah. Oh, the brother. Okay, so they actually called this one the brother. Oh yeah, that's right. So because the character's name is the son, and they called it the brother. So you got the daughter, the son, and the father, which they called the sister, the brother, and the elder. But very cool. So here's all 6 of those, and they stack together really nicely. So I love those. Those are so simple. And then the last set, Star Wars Rebels, The Phantom Crew Season 3. So let's open that one up. And again, you get your Minton box at the bottom. So again, we'll pull that out, save that for later. So there's the first one. There's Chopper, Season 3 Chopper. So there's the top, front, side, back, and other side. And the bottom, Sassy Helicopter Astromech Season 3. I love the names of these, just because like they don't want to get the copyright strike or whatever from Lucasfilm, so they're naming them differently, which is cool, right? So there's Hera. So there's the front, the top, the side, the back, the other side, and then the bottom, and they are calling her the Green Twilight Maternal Pilot. Next we have Kanan, Blind Kanan, because Season 3. And like I said, I think it's Season 1 or Season 2 is what they use, or Season 1, I think they're Season 1. Rebels, they got the Phantom Crew for them. So there's the front, the top, the side, the back, the other side, and they are calling this one the Blind Samurai. Very cool. Ezra Bridger from Season 3. So very simple. They almost remind me of Roblox? No, not Roblox. What's that other? Minecraft characters is what they look like. Very similar to Minecraft characters, which is cool. So there's the side, the back, the other side, and then they are calling this one the Street Rat Samurai. Next we have Sabine Wren, again Season 3. I like this one. This one might be one of my favorites as well. I like the two-toned hair gradient going from light to dark. So there's the front, the top, the side, the back, the other side, and then they are calling her the Artistic Knight. And then last but not least, we have Zebarelios. So there's the front, and this one's great too. I think they're all fantastic. So there's the front, the top, the side, the back, the other side, and this one is called the Purple Striped Combatant. So love the names on all of these, really fantastic. So here's the Rebel Crew Season 3, and like I said, he does have a Season 1 variant of these as well, which I may have to pick up at some point. But that's all of them. I love these. So these, like I said, you can stack them however you want. They all sit very nicely together. Like, they stack very nicely. That is so cool. Those are very cool. Very well done. And I like how tiny they are. I like how small they are. They're not too tiny, so like, although they are similar to stuff like I mentioned, the Mighty Mugs, the Star Wars Vinylmation, and very similar to the Star Wars Mighty Beans, just bigger. I like the scale of these. They're very cool. It's a good scale. It's a good product. I really do like this. Like I said, the print work is very well done, handcrafted in the United States. But like I said, in my opinion, these are the simplest Star Wars collectibles that you can buy, and super affordable. Check out the link down below to Carbonites if you want to order your own set. Like I said, Vincent is only shipping across the United States at the moment, but he does have plans to ship to Canada and worldwide eventually. But go check him out. I'll leave all the links down below. And let me know what you think of the Star Wars Carbonites. Are you going to start collecting these things? Let me know down in the comments, and then click over here to watch some of my other Star Wars reviews.